Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is the Just Our Imagination Challenge. I love this challenge. It is so much fun. And if you are not familiar with it, I'll let you know more about it in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. This is my Oliver. And if you're returning, oh, you guys, I love you so much. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number one. So for this DIY, I'm going to take this 12-inch wood round from Dollar Tree and the 14-inch wood round from Hobby Lobby. And I am going to place the smaller one on top of the larger one. I'm going to use my ruler to make sure it's all even. I did measure the sides and the top and the bottom. And then once I got done measuring it, I took my pencil and I'm just going to trace it out so I know exactly where to glue it. Then I'm going to take my big mouth crocodile and I'm going to make 2 hanger holes. And I was so proud of myself for thinking about doing this before I glued everything together, because normally I would glue everything together and then I'd have a hard time punching the holes. So then after that, I took my Waverly chalk paint, yes, and the color plaster. I painted the front of the small one, the sides and the back of the larger wood round. And then once they were all dry and completed, I took my Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson, and then I took Deco Art. I'm trying to look to see what the color is. It's called Deep Midnight Blue acrylic paint, and I am just making some stripes, kind of thick stripes around on the edge like you see, and I'm just kind of using my paintbrush to kind of eye the distance between each one. Then once they were dry, I took my gold metallic paint here. This is, I believe, Deco Art as well. I got this from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and I'm just going over the edge of each one of those colors with my gold. And then once I had that all done, I am going to take these little teeny tiny stars. I got these from Amazon. It came in a little thing with all kinds of different sizes. I don't even think I painted these, if I remember right. I'm just gluing them because the color of them, the natural wood, is so close to that plaster color. I didn't think they needed to be painted, so I glued them all on with my hot glue. Then I had this stencil that I just recently got from Amazon, and I'm taking that midnight blue again and I am pouncing it all around just the wording. So as you can see, all the painter's tape there was covering all the rest of the pictures so that I didn't get the blue on it. So then I removed my stencil. I went and washed it off thoroughly, put it back on, and then used my painter's tape over everywhere where I did not want to get any of the red paint. I'm using my crimson here, pouncing it all on the areas that I wanted it. Then I washed that off and added it again. And then I added the gold paint for the stars. Maybe I didn't wash it off. I think I kept it on there, removed the tape from where the stars were, and just painted in the gold instead of pouncing because I didn't want to get it into that red. And then I removed my my little, what is that? Oh my goodness, it's late. It's been a crazy day. It's hectic. What is it? Stencil. Oh my goodness. I'm going to remove all the tape and remove the stencil, and then I did go and wash that stencil off. I don't know why I thought you needed to see me doing all of this, but yeah. Oh my goodness. And then I took my wood glue and I'm just going to go all the way around the middle of my larger wood round. And then on the edge of my wood glue, I'm going around with hot glue. Again, the hot glue is for immediate hold. The wood glue is for permanent hold. And then I'm going to add the smaller wood round to the front. Then I am taking a couple of bigger stars that came in that same pack from Amazon. I painted 2 of them red, 2 of them blue, and I'm just going to hot glue them around the smaller wood round, mainly to cover those hanger holes. Then I took some of this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to make a bow doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up in the middle, tying some jute twine to hold it in place, and then trim off the excess. And then I'm going to dovetail the ends by folding it in half and cutting at an angle. After that, I am going to hot glue it right to the top of that smaller wood round, and then I took my stapler and stapled it inside the bow area. That way it just kind of gives it that extra security. Then I just added a hanger by just putting some twine through my holes, tying knots on the back, and I did touch up the paint on the back of that. When I saw that red, I was like, oh man. So I did touch it up, but there it is. I think it's really pretty fun. I think it's cute. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one in the comment box below. Okay, today is the Just Our Imagination Challenge. I host this every month with my best friend Kathy, with Kathy Jo, with Kathy Jo's DIYs. And we have 3 must-use items every month, and then Kathy Jo and I discuss it and decide which ones we thought was most creative with those items, and then we ask them to be our guest host. So this month is Robin with Crafts Unleashed by Robin. These are the 3 things that she made last month, and I would tell you what we used, but I can't remember at the moment. So make sure you check out her channel, check out the playlist, and if you want, go check out last month's and you'll see what she used. So here is DIY and number 2. I will have links to all of them in my description box, by the way. Okay, I'm going to take this wood shelf from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it with Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster, and then wait till you hear what happened. Oh no. Oh no, I put it on the wrong side. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. In the words of Kathy Jo. Oh, can't believe I did that. Okay. I hope it's just that one area that's got the paper stuck to it. This is why it's a good idea to mark which is the correct side. And I'm going to do that now. Oh, good. Just that one area. Oh, no. Okay, where's my pen? Okay. Oh. Let's see, will this work? Oh, I did it on this one too. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So once I got them all on there, I am going to take my chalk paste in the color cherry and moonlight shimmer moonlight. Is that what it said? I'm going to put them on my Chalk Couture transfer. Now, if you're not familiar with Chalk Couture, it is a self-adhesive silk screen transfer, aka stencil, and I am going over the America part with the blue and then the bottom part with the red. And I am a designer with the company, and so if you are ever interested in trying it out, I do have links in my description box for it. You can check out my page or you can email me with questions. So once I was done, I went and washed off my transfers, and then I got these wood dowels that I got from Walmart. I took out 5. I'm cutting 2 of them down. I cut off about 2 inches, a little over 2 inches. Then I'm going to paint a star and a heart with my crimson, a star and a heart with that moonlight blue color, and then a star, those dowels, and a 12-inch wood plank from Dollar Tree with the plaster. Once it was all dry, I took my wood glue here. I'm going along the back of that wood piece, and then I'm going to use my hot glue to go around that again for the immediate hold. Now, when I did this, as I was gluing it onto the back of my sign, I went, oh shoot, I shouldn't have done this yet because I want to drill holes in it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so I took wood glue here. I'm going down the middle of my star, and I'm going to add my little dowel to the back, just like you see. Then, because I didn't want to wait, and I had company coming and I needed to get this done, I wiped off any excess of that wood glue, and then I'm going to take my hot glue and I'm going to run a bead of hot glue along each side of the dowel just to hold it there in place while that hot glue was curing. And I did that on each one of my pieces here. I just went down the middle with the wood glue, add my dowel piece, wipe off any excess, and then go over each side with my hot glue. And it stuck really well. It worked well. So once I have that all done, I'm going to try to make my holes. Now, if you want to recreate this and if you have a drill and you're going to do holes, do this before you glue it on. Because my drill was kept hitting the back of the sign and was making it kind of hard, and I couldn't really get it as deep as I wanted because of that. So I'm drilling my holes. If you don't have a drill, you could just glue them on. You could even glue it to the back of the sign. And I'm going to fill each one of my holes with a little bit of wood glue, and then I'm going to push each dowel down in it. So that way the wood glue does help keep it, holding it in place. And then after I had that, all of those in there, I'm struggling with that one. Then I turned it around and I took some of this ribbon again from Hobby Lobby. And again, I should have done this before I added that wood piece to the back, because then I would have had a flat surface to glue it to. I wasn't thinking ahead. Like I said, I had company coming and I was trying to get this done. It's been a whirlwind of a time for the last week and a half, and we have another week and a half left of our grandsons being here. I'm having a fun time, but I am not old. I am too old for this now. But anyways, once I had those ribbons glued on each side, I took some of this twine and I'm just tying some little bows around each one. I'm coordinating the color of the twine with the color of the heart or star. And so I use the red, the blue, and then I have the cream, tan, and white color. And that's all there was for this. I absolutely love how this came out. I just love it. I hope you do too. You have to let me know in the comment box below. Okay, guys, real quick, I just wanted to stop in and say hello. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I love this playlist. I love watching and seeing what everybody does with their must-use items. I think it is so much fun, and the creativity just blows my mind, and I hope you enjoy it too. But before we get on with the video, I always want to stop and thank all my subscribers, because without you guys here, I wouldn't be here. So I appreciate you guys more than you know. And if this is your first time here and you like home decor on a budget and you enjoyed today's video, then make sure you check out or hit that red subscribe button before you go and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comments that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. And then make sure you guys check out this playlist when you're done watching my video. You won't be disappointed, I am sure. So with all that, let's continue on with the video. Okay, time for a celebration of your recreation. And Kathy made these cute houses. They're so cute, Kathy. Thank you for sharing. And Dana, look at her beautiful 4th of July DIYs. I love them, Dana. And then Vashi, she's from South Africa. She doesn't have access to many supplies, so she painted these rocks. They are amazing. I love them. Thank you so much. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address there, or you can send them to Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, DIY number 3. So our must-use items this month is a paintbrush, and I picked that. A dog leash that Robin picked, and then a hula skirt that Kathy Jo picked. So you can tell, I don't know what you can tell. But anyways, I took this 12 by 12 wood piece that I got from Woodpecker's Craft, and then I printed out with my Cricut, or cut out with my Cricut, kite shape. And then I traced it out, cut it out with my miter saw. And then I am going to use my painter's tape to go along the top part there. I'm going to paint the top with that midnight blue, and then the bottom with my plaster color. And then I'm going to take my stencil once they're dry. I'm taking my star stencil. Now, I think I got this from Temu last year, but I might have ordered it from Amazon. I know you can get them on Amazon, but anyways, I'm going to go over this stencil with my plaster paint until the whole top part is filled with little stars. And then once that was done, I washed off my little stencil there and dried my stars, and then I'm going to use that little small piece of painter's tape as a spacer, and I'm going to use the painter's tape to create some lines. So I'll just use that little piece to go in between each piece of tape, so that way I can have an even set of lines. So once I have all of them done, I just go all the way across the bottom, and once it was all done, then I'm going to take my Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson, and I'm going to paint each area with that red color. And then I'm going to remove all my painter's tape and do it very carefully, trying not to get red paint all over my fingers, because I've done that before where I get red paint or paint on my fingers and then I get it on my surface that I'm using. But once I had it all dry, I took my Waverly Antique Wax. I just wanted to antique it, so I have a baby wipe, I believe, and I'm just wiping it lightly. I did start seeing that some of the red was kind of bleeding when I did this, and I just thought, yeah, it's okay, because it gives it more of that old antique-ish primitive look. So then I took some of the stars from that set of stars that I got and some hearts that I have on hand. I'm painting the stars with my metallic gold, and then I'm going to paint, I guess I'm going to continue painting my stars. They're not done yet. And then I'm going to paint my hearts with my crimson color and then let them all dry. And once they were dry, I don't remember what I did, so I have to wait. There we go. I took the dog leash. I'm like, what am I going to do with this dog leash? I'm like, okay. So I took it, I trimmed it. Now this stuff sheds really easily on the ends. So I'm just going to cover the ends with some hot glue just so that it doesn't fray very easily. And then I'm going to use my hot glue to glue this all along the border there. And I did this off camera, but I did take some antique wax and go over the white part of this leash, because I didn't want it to pop out as much. So I did kind of color it in with some antique wax. And then I'm going to glue my stars and hearts in place, just like you see me doing there. Then I took the hula skirt and I took a piece off of it, and I'm going to glue it to the front, and I'm going to tie the twine around the back. I don't know why I did that way. I guess I was thinking be better, just more protection than glue, since it's just hot glue that we're using here. But yeah, I don't know. You could, if you recreate this, you could probably just cut off the twine and just glue it. So, but I would recommend using a more permanent glue, not hot glue, so it doesn't melt if you have it hanging on your front door. But I'm going to add a little dab of hot glue on the back as well, and then I'm going to add some hot glue for my bow. And then after that, I'm going to add a hanger, but I'm not going to add it at the top. I'm adding it to the side. I wanted it to hang kind of sideways. So I'm just going to staple it in, because that wood is thick enough for the staples. And that's all there is for this one, I believe. Is this all there is? Is there something else? No, there is something else. Oh my goodness. I had this sign. This came from Hobby Lobby. It comes in a little package with like 3 different words or 4 different words. I don't know, 6 different words, I think. Whatever. It's late, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to use my Tight Bond Quick and Thick Multi-Purpose Glue and hot glue. And I'm going to glue that to the front of my sign. It just says America. And there it is. I love this. I think it is so stinking adorable. Oh my goodness. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well in the comment box below. Okay, I want to give a shout out to Miss Loli, little lollipop Loli, who is celebrating her birthday today. You're the best, Loli. I hope you have a great one. Okay, so DIY number 4. Okay, I'm going to take the paintbrush. Now, you guys, this one is hilarious. I don't even know why I stayed with this and showed you guys this. I should have just got another paintbrush and started over. Oh my goodness. But I had the idea, you know how you see the paintbrush Santa Clauses? Well, I'm like, let's make a paintbrush Uncle Sam. So as you saw, I trimmed the bristles to try to look like his goatee, right? Yeah. And I painted it with my plaster, and I'm adding some stars, but I did not like the way this looked. So I ended up sanding off the stars and repainting it. I also cut down a craft stick here, and I painted it red and added some white stripes. I did not like the way this looked. It did not look like Uncle Sam. So I got another paint stick. I painted it blue, added some of the plaster color stars, and then I repainted the paintbrush with red and white stripes. Then after that, I am adding some little googly eyes. I'm going to hot glue them, and then I'm going to hot glue a little half bead for the nose. And you guys, this thing is the funniest thing. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I should have started over and done something else. But anyways, it's hilarious. It'll give you a good laugh, just like it gives me a good laugh. So after I had it done, I took one of these signs from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use that midnight blue again. I'm going to paint around the frame part, and I'm going to paint the very back. I'm not going to paint the inside middle because we're going to cover it with some paper. So once it was all dry, I'm going to take some Mod Podge. I'm going to go all around the inside part of my sign, and then I'm going to take that paper that comes from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to add it to the middle of my sign and then go over it again with some more Mod Podge and let it dry. Then I took some of these letters from Hobby Lobby, and I'm using a napkin to add some antique wax to it. I'm going to go all the way around the front and the edges, the sides, all that stuff to make sure it's all covered. I got 3 letters, says USA. I also got 2 little stars from my little star pack, and I covered them with antique wax as well. And then I decided, okay, we need to antique this brush a little bit too. So I did that. So then I'm going to hot glue my letters in place going down diagonally. And then I'm going to hot glue those little stars. Those are covering the hanger because we're going to make this a standing sign, not a hanging sign. And so I thought, okay, we'll add some of those stars. And then I'm going to add this Uncle Sam paintbrush that doesn't look like Uncle Sam. Oh my goodness. Then I add 4 tumbling tower blocks together, glued them end to end, and went over them with my antique wax, brushed it on, and then wiped off the excess with some paper towel. Then I'm going to use some hot glue and glue them on as an extra, as a stand behind it. It will stand by its own without it, but it's kind of wobbly, so I decided to go ahead and just add this to the back to help it stay a little more secure. And that's all there was for my Uncle Sam paintbrush. Oh my goodness. It looks like my 7-year-old grandson did it. Anyways, I'm hoping you're having a good laugh with me. Okay, here is the final reveal, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give me that thumbs up and comment, even if you didn't. You can even give me a thumbs down. That's okay too. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button before you go. And I will be back again on, I believe, Thursday with another video. Make sure you check out Kathy Joe's channel and Robin's channel and the playlist. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.